Hello students, hope you have understand the part 1 of this chapter, elements, compounds and mixture. So welcome again to you all to the part 2 of this chapter from chemistry of class 6, and I have preferred the book It's All About Science, Chemistry for Middle School, S. Chand School. Okay, so let's start. Today the first topic we are going to study about the atoms. So what are atoms? If we have to say, it is nothing but the smallest individual unit of the element. Okay, this is the smallest individual unit of an element which possesses all the properties of the element. So this is an atom. So can you see this diagram? What is this? This is a diagrammatic representation of an atom. Okay, atom has what? First, there is a nucleus. Okay, that nucleus is a compound of proton and the neutron. Proton is always what? Positively in charge. Neutron is always neutral, means no charge is there, and it is surrounded by some electrons. Electrons is always negatively charged. Okay, so atoms, always remember that it may have or may not have some independent existence. Now there are some characteristics of the atoms. What are they? Atoms of the most elements are reactive. Okay, most are reactive except the noble gases which are not reactive, and are combined with the atoms of the same elements or the other elements. Thus they do not exist freely, means freely it cannot be existed in any other form. There should be the elements or other elements should be combined together. Okay, number 2, all the atoms of an element are similar. Okay, number 3, atoms of an element are different from the atoms of the other element. Like atom of hydrogen and atom of oxygen, both are different from each other. Okay, atom does not change its properties irrespective of the physical or chemical changes. Okay, so now we'll go to the next concept, is the molecule. Now what is a molecule? Okay, molecule is nothing but the smallest unit of an element or a compound that has independent existence and will exhibit all the properties of the element or a compound. Means what you can say, the molecule, you can say about a water molecule. If you say, what will be there? There will be some smallest unit of some elements, and independently what they will do, they will exist in the nature because it will have 2 or more atoms together. Okay, now see here, a molecule is what? It is an electrically neutral group of atoms joined together by chemical bonds, or you can say molecule may consist of 2 atoms of the same element or many atoms of different elements. So here oxygen, 2 are there, but this is the oxygen molecule. Okay, then methane, caffeine, DNA, these are the examples. Now let's go to the next slide of characteristics. They are formed by the combination of the atoms of the same element or different elements. Number 2, molecule is the smallest particle of a compound that has independent existence. Number 3, it has atoms of different elements combined in a fixed ratio. Number 4, the combining force of atoms in molecules is chemical bond. Number 5, the molecules of compounds can be broken down into their constituent elements. And number 6, like elements, the molecule is denoted by a molecular formula. While talking about molecular formula, let's see first what are the molecule of the elements. So next slide in front of you. Now see here. Here molecule of hydrogen, albeit it is atomic number is 1, so to become stable it needed 1 more atom. Okay, so here there is a molecule of hydrogen, means 2 H is there, means H2 it is said. Okay, molecule of oxygen, O2. Okay, similarly O means oxygen has atomic number how much? Do you know? We have already studied, isn't it? O has, means oxygen has atomic number is 8. If 8 is there, means it in electronic configuration it is 2,6. Okay, if 2,6, then what it will be? 6 atoms made to become stable it needed 8. Okay, so this concept you will get one by one. From 6 to 8 is 2. So similarly, oxygen also needed one more atom to become stable. So it is a molecule of oxygen is written as O2. Similarly, molecule of chlorine is written as Cl2. Next, molecule of compounds. One you get only the elements, means hydrogen is a single element. If two hydrogen together, that is a molecule of hydrogen. But here different, what we will say, different elements together. Here one oxygen element is there and hydrogen element is there, and together they will form as a molecule of water, means H2O. And next will be hydrogen chloride, means hydrochloric acid, which we say, that is okay. Here hydrogen and chlorine will share their electrons and it will be hydrogen chloride or it's hydrochloric acid. Okay, next is how to write the chemical formula of the elements. As see here, each element has a symbol. Okay, oxygen has O symbol. Okay, some elements exist as particular number of atoms, they bond together. Okay, and this fact can be represented in a formula with a number which shows how many atoms are there. Like see in the figure, O atom means molecule O2. So formula is written as O2, and 2 atoms are there, that is a molecule N2. Hydrogen, 2 hydrogen are there, 2 atoms of hydrogen are there, that is a molecule H2 formula. P is what? P is the element of phosphorus. Okay, phosphorus is denoted by P, and that P has 4 atoms of P, means 4 atoms of phosphorus, so it is written P4. Okay, and this is also known as a polyatomic. Now we'll go one by one. Next we'll study about the molecular formula. That last we have studied about the formula of the element. Now here molecular formula, see here. This is slide in front of you. 2 atoms of hydrogen, we know hydrogen H2 it is written, isn't it? And 1 atom of oxygen will take, and it will be a molecule of water, that is H2O. Now going through the formula of the elements, we have to know there are types of molecules. Okay, so to write a molecular formula, always it is represented by what? Number of atoms of that element. Okay, so on number of the atoms, on basis of that, there are 3 types, or you can say 4 types also. First one is monoatomic, means single atom will be there, means 1. Diatomic, it will be 2, and polyatomic, there will be more than 2, more than 3. 3 is also there, one that is known as triatomic. So triatomic is not given here, but mono, di and poly. Poly means more than 2. Okay, so let's see some monoatomic element list. Here this list is what? Do you remember the 18th group? What was that? Before the last class, we have studied about the 18th group. This was noble gases, isn't it? Noble gas or inert gas. So this has monoatom, means helium is always written as He, not He2, He3, not in that way. It's only 1 atom, it is single, and it is a stable atomic number. Okay, helium is what? Helium, neon, argon, krypton, xenon, radon and oganesson. These are the total, how much? 4, okay, 7. Total 7 elements, which is monoatomic. Okay, now diatomic. While going to the diatomic, we have to remember something. See this glass of beer. Okay, what is written there? Have no fear of ice cold beer. What is written? I repeat it once again. Have no fear of ice cold beer. Okay, I know you have not drunk the beer, but it is just a phrase to remember. How? See from there. Have, H is given there, hydrogen, H2, diatomic. Hydrogen is always in the molecular state, it is always in hydrogen, H2 is written. No, from no and nitrogen and 2. Fear, F, fluorine, F2, of, O, oxygen, O2, ice, I, iodine, I2, cold, C, chlorine, Cl2, beer, B, bromine, Br2. So these are the diatomic elements. If you forget it, just remember this statement. What is your statement? Let's say it again together. Have no fear of ice cold beer. Okay, next we'll talk about the triatomic. Triatomic is what? It is always composed of 3 atoms of either same or different chemical elements, and polyatomic is means neutral group, electrically neutral groups of 3 or more than 3, and it is always held together by the covalent bonds. And the example of phosphorus P4, just now once we got it, and CH4 is methane. Okay, now if you have to write the molecular formula of O3, O3 is one ogen. Okay, that is a triatomic. Okay, so this one is written as in this way. The figure is given in front of you. Now we have to study about formula of compounds. So before going to the formula of compounds, first this one you have to remember. This chart please write in your copies. Okay, this is very important. Write this in your copies. This is a number of name of the elements, symbol is given to you. You all know this 20 elements, and valency also given to you. Okay, valency means what? You know, the outermost shell which have to take electrons or give out electrons. That is a valency. Means hydrogen 1 valency means 1 more electron hydrogen needed to become stable. Helium is 0. Just now we got no inert gas, they are stable, so they don't need any other electrons. Lithium 1, same thing. Lithium will do what? It will give out electron to become stable. Means 2 to become 2. The 3, no, the atomic number is 3 of lithium. So 2 1, that 1 electron, last electron, it will give out. So this thing you have to remember now, because this is a very vast thing you will get in next classes. Okay, in 7 and 8 you will get very properly, but valency you can understand now. This is a very broad thing you have to study, but now you just remember the valencies. Okay, next we'll go to the formula of compounds. Now after knowing the valency only we can come here. So how to write? See here, hydrochloric acid means HCl. Hydrogen has 1 atom, chlorine has also 1. So what hydrogen will do? It will crisscross. It will give, means one will go to the other side and another will go to the other side. Okay, so hydrogen will take the charge of HCl and Cl will take the charge of hydrogen. Okay, like H2S, you can see here what is given. H has taken the charge of the sulfur. Okay, and sulfur has taken the charge of the hydrogen. So that is H2S. Now Al2O3, Al has taken the negative charge of oxygen and oxygen has taken the positive charge of the aluminium. So Al2O3. So in this way the formula of the compounds are written. Some examples are followed. See, similarly K2O. Okay, so here the charge is K, potassium 1, means what is, you know, this charge are the valency. Okay, these are the valencies you got, as just now we have studied about the valency. No, these are nothing but the valencies. The charge are the valency. You can just see once from the 20 elements. Just now I have given the valency. You can see from there. This is potassium oxide. Next is potassium chloride, KCl. Okay, similarly they have crossed the charge. Then NaCl is sodium chloride. Okay, so Na and Cl has crossed their charge. H2O, hydrogen has 1. This means 1 valency and oxygen has 2 valency. Now what will do? Hydrogen will take that 2 and oxygen will take that 1, means that charge. So it will be H2O. This is magnesium chloride. Similarly, magnesium has 2 valency. Chlorine has 1 valency. So now they will crisscross and it will be MgCl2. Okay, then now we'll come to here some molecular formula. What is given? C6H12O6. This is, what is this? This is a glucose. So here 6C is what? 6 atoms carbon is there. Hydrogen 12 atoms are there. Oxygen 6 atoms. So this is a glucose. H2SO4, that is sulfuric acid. Here 2 atoms of hydrogen, sulfur 1 atom, oxygen 4. HNO3, nitric acid. It is also given in this book, preference book, which I am talking about. Okay, action book. So there is also, it is given in page number 35. Okay, so hydrogen 1 atom, nitrogen 1 and oxygen 3 atoms. That is a nitric acid. Calcium chloride, CaCO3. So carbonate. Calcium is 1, carbon is 1 and oxygen is 3. Okay, so similarly in this book it is given in this way of iron sulfide, copper oxide, magnesium oxide, calcium oxide, ammonia, ammonium chloride, hydrochloric acid, carbon dioxide, nitric acid, sulfuric acid, sodium hydroxide. So these are the molecular formula of some common compounds. If you can remember, it is very good for you, okay, with the molecular formula. Now here are some given of the gaseous compounds also: ammonia, carbon dioxide, carbon monoxide, hydrogen sulfide, nitrogen dioxide, sulfur dioxide, and some it is given of oxides and sulfides of divalent metals. Okay, so here of divalent mean two valency will be there. So calcium oxide, copper oxide, iron oxide, lead oxide, magnesium oxide, zinc oxide, calcium sulfide, copper sulfide, iron sulfide, lead sulfide, magnesium sulfide and zinc sulfide. So these three, mainly these three tables, please note down in your copies. Okay, now the importance of formula is given. Why this molecular formula of a compound is needed? Why it is very important? Because it indicates the name of the compound. Number 2, elements present in the compound. Number 3, number of each kind of atoms present in one molecule. And number 4, mass of one molecule of the compound. Okay, so till here the chapter. Whatever recently I said, the 3 molecular formula tables, table 2.5 and table 2.6 and table 2.7, just now as we have studied, these 3 tables please note down in your copies, and the characteristics of atoms and molecules please note down in your copy. The starting of this video we got the characteristics of atoms and molecules, so those points and these 3 tables is very important for you. And mainly the first thing, the valency. We have already studied the valency of the what? The compounds, valency the elements. We have got the 20 elements valency. Please note down this all in the copy. Okay, so till then, thank you, goodbye, have a good day.